Ladies and gentlemen, the Breath of the Wild world record speedrun has always been an absolute sight to behold, but this man right here in the opposite corner of me, Player 5, I'll have his Twitch and his YouTube link down below. Please go subscribe to him because he has just decided I'm going to absolutely cement myself as the greatest of all time in Breath of the Wild speedrunning right before Tears of the Kingdom came out. He has beaten his own world record 2 times in a row. This guy is an absolute legend at this game, and he just a couple days before Breath of the Wild 2, Tears of the Kingdom comes out, he's like, hey, I'm gonna submit myself. Also, my favorite comment as I was looking at this run is canon. The reason why Link starts with 3 hearts and no stamina upgrades in Tears of the Kingdom is because he literally beats Ganon with 3 hearts and no upgrades. Dude, literally one of the greatest comments of all time. I can't wait to see some of the new tricks because I haven't watched this since the old way of basically like hitting a boulder a bunch of times, warming it up, and then hopping on and riding the boulder across the map. That is no longer the main way of travel anymore. There is a new glitch since the early days of speedrunning, and actually several new glitches since the early days of speedrunning that have absolutely innovated this run, and I cannot wait to see how this run has changed through everything. So the first trick,
roadside, it's just like the way he ragdolls feels random.
he knows literally every single thing. So there's the shield that he's going to use to glitch into a lot of the shrines. He's also immediately using the whistle sprint glitch, which is basically if you hold whistle while you're running, you get your stamina back faster, or you get your stamina back while you're running. He's going to use this little skating technique, and he's going to start the very first cutscene here, where Zelda goes, Link, which is like all Zelda knows how to say in the Tears of the Kingdom trailer. Also, fun fact here, the reason he is playing in, I believe it is French, the reason he is playing in a different language here is actually because the game's text scrolls faster in other languages. This is a big thing, especially in Nintendo games. Obviously, you're trying to beat the game as quickly as possible, and the game in French is actually going to allow you to do that even faster. So here we go. I believe this is going to be the first big glitch, and here it is. Dude, I don't know why the glitch requires you to go so absolutely ham on the control stick like that, but that's going to basically, instead of launching with like hitting a boulder a couple times and using an arrow to redirect it, that's the new travel method. Using this I don't even know what it's called, levitation glitch that just sends you in a direction, and then you control your angle basically by spamming the stick left and right. So the reason he doesn't just go straight to Ganon, I was watching an explanation video on kind of like how Breath of the Wild works and its coding. The game is extremely, and I mean extremely well hard-coded in the beginning of the game that you cannot leave the initial area until you have the paraglider. If you manage to get out in any way possible at all, it is going to basically boot you back. It's going to say you do not have all of the things and put you back onto the main island when the game checks if you have your paraglider, which means you've got all of the, you know, bombs, magnesis, stasis, and cryonis. If you don't have all those, it boots you back to the beginning. And I've never seen a game like hard code something like that until a game that was like very, very recent. Also, one of the most insane like travel techniques, the double bomb explosion, which allows you to just yeet yourself across the map with minimal damage. I mean, it hurts you, but it's still minimal damage. I wonder if he save quits anytime in this run. I wonder if the route has changed that much that there's now save quits. I'm not sure. But anyway, there's the entire first bomb shrine teaching you how to use bombs. That's now over. He has that. But I was going to say the only other game I've actually seen with some like crazy hard checks, and the first game I've ever seen actually tell you on screen is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, the sequel. Jedi Survivor, actually, if you manage to glitch into an area you're not supposed to be in yet, it literally pops up on screen and says, hey, you just did a glitch or something happened to put you here. You're not supposed to be here yet. If you continue, your game is going to be broken. It's going to be buggy. Things are going to not work. Cutscenes are going to be broken. Do you wish to proceed? And then you can say like, yes, or no, put me back to where, you know, I was before, which is absolutely an insanely cool feature that I've never seen before, because it lets you know like, hey, bro, you're doing some speedrun-ish, just so you know. Like, if you don't want to be doing this, go tell a speedrunner, but get back on the main path. So I've never seen a game like hard code quite like that before. But sure enough, Sure enough, one of the newest games in gaming actually does that.
I read that as
anyway,
what hashtag run of the day is this?
What run of the day? Oh yeah. Also, he uses an amiibo in this run, so he's gonna use this to grab a couple certain fish. And the reason he is going to do this is he's gonna make a stew later in the game that does up attack. He's not even gonna really use them to heal, even though he's just doing this. And this glitch obviously has to do something with holding something in your arms in order for it to work, which is why he has the bomb in his arms here. He had the bomb. He had the what's it called? The pot in his arms with the arrow. And earlier,
like I would continue the run if I messed up, but
yeah, in the comment section, he actually
still enough fish.
He has in the comment section of this video that the first part of this run he thinks is trash, which is hilarious because it's the world record. But he's like all the good time in this was during the like boss fight. So he literally does like one of the most insane boss fights ever recorded on this game, which I can't wait to see. Seeing Ganon get taken down by Link with 3 hearts is always the most satisfying thing ever.
Samurai.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's what he's talking about. Basically, he's talking about the fact that the game, the Tears of the Kingdom, has been like on torrents for like a week because people got early copies and like made an emulator of it online. I personally don't like playing stuff like that because I'm just like, dude, it may not have like all the content. It might just be like an early version without any patches. Also, it's just like, I don't know. It would suck really bad as a developer to literally work so long on something and then people just are playing it like a week early. Also, I didn't even see that hole in the ceiling. I literally thought he was going to launch himself through the wall there, but sure enough.
Oh, I watched the trailers. I just didn't watch the gameplay.
Yeah.
And the reason the message is pinned is because the game got leaked.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have played it.
Yeah. So he's saying like no spoilers whatsoever. Because you don't know if that's like officially released gameplay or leaked gameplay. Linked gameplay. I'm so excited for the game, man. We're gonna be doing a full playthrough of it on my main channel. It's gonna be, dude. I literally have not been this excited for a game in a long time. All right, here we go. Next glitch. Off he goes to the next shrine. It's so entertaining to watch Link just fly across the area. It's also interesting that the game's timer accounts for load time. Like, oh my god, it doesn't even stop you if you hit the side of the mountain or anything. It's also interesting that the game like doesn't the official time on this.
I sure hope that works.
No way that actually. He literally just like. This is canon Link. This is like the Link in the comics right here, bro. Dude, he literally just has the most superpowers of all time, like bomb blowing yourself up. That's one thing that I wish more video games had is like movement options with like you harm your character, but you get like rocket boosting. In the old games, like I feel like so many games back in the day had rocket boosting, and you would use the rocket boost to boost yourself, pick up a health pack if the game had that, or just regen your health. But you use that to like traverse the map more. I feel like so many maps, so many good games back then had it, and games these days just like don't.
More distance in actual runs, or am I missing something? Because when I try to practice it, I never go far enough. It's like I can get ones that work, but they're scary.
That's just the actually doing it live buff right here.
I guess today I didn't.
Angling himself so perfectly so he lands on this platform and doesn't die is like such like if you look at his key presses when he's doing these tricks,
do it before runs.
It's like
I basically didn't practice.
It's insane.
The shrines.
All right.
I usually do. You delay circle slightly. Delay circle. That sucks.
Delay circle, delay square a tiny bit, but if I fix that, consider my best one if you want.
If that's what fixes it, then maybe.
All right. Here we go. Yes, okay. So this is the very first one that he does. This is, I believe this is actually the only method of this kind throughout the entire run of using that sort of traveling. So he's going to use this glitch and he's going to use this stump to perfectly angle himself to where he needs to go.
Yo, what's up, MZ?
So he just needs to go to the last shrine and he'll be going to Ganon, which is absolutely insane to say. And the reason this works so well is basically like using that whistle sprint to get up there without getting slowed down. A little bit of a mistake there, pulling out the shield a tad bit too early, but that dude, literally so far he's lost like 6 seconds against his PB, but he still gets the world record.
I just want like...
This is the world record run he's running against here. So he's 6 seconds behind his world record pace, but he manages to get even faster time, which is crazy.
Have like more complex dungeons, you know? Back to the old Zelda dungeons.
Back to the old Zelda dungeons. Dude, from what I remember of Breath of the Wild, like doing all the dungeons, there was one dungeon in particular that was like super, it was the one that like everything rotated. That was like super hard to keep track of, but the rest of them, yeah, they weren't super difficult puzzles. Then again, it is like technically supposed to be like a kid's game. Oh my god, he just bounces off the wall and over. Yeah, the real savior of Hyrule launches himself and takes that damage. Okay, so lost a little bit of time. Minus 1.6, so he's getting a little bit faster here. This is where he starts to go sicko mode, though.
Helps with height too. Well, where you aim...
I also like how half of this speedrun is just the cutscenes and the loading screens. Yeah, it's crazy to me that this part of the run counts because like you get a switch that's like modded to be faster, or if you literally get just like a better mod, like the OLED model of Switch, maybe that has a better processor. You just get a faster time. That's why it's crazy to me whenever cutscenes are included in the game's time.
KGS?
Or maybe they're not. Maybe it's done in post where he times it without the cutscenes.
I want the game to be darker like Majora's Mask.
Ooh, yes, dude.
Breath of the Wild was not a particularly dark game, so
yeah, it was not a dark game, dude. A game like Majora's Mask, dude. Majora's Mask actually is some of the like Link's face. Oh my god, Majora's Mask actually has like some of the most like sad stories out of any Zelda game. And whoever chatted that was definitely correct. Also, he gets rid of that sticks since he doesn't need it anymore. And he also switches his weapon at the very last time. At the very last second to eliminate fall damage, essentially.
Thank you for the good luck, May.
Dude, oh man. If it has any sort of like side quest stuff like that, as what's it called? If it has any sort of side quest, anything similar to what like Majora's Mask had, I'll be so happy.
I hope it's more linear and with a better story. Yeah, that's fair.
More linear. Oh my god, he really just very oh my god, that hobgoblin almost just took him out, bro. Okay, it's time to take out Ganon. He gets some new main quest. Obviously not going over that. Flying over some shrines.
Matt Mercer. He's the guy voicing Ganondorf.
Wait, is that real? Is Matt Mercer actually voicing Ganondorf? Wait, there's no way.
Did you not see the... Are you talking about the horse slide thing?
Okay. Yeah, dude, I really hope that, I mean, obviously this is one of the most speedrun games ever. Like, I'm sure there's going to be movement tech figured out for this game. Also, so apparently in this part, the reason he's able to, like, get down here and go to where he's at right now is because the castle is not finished loading in. Normally, you're not supposed to be here without the entire thing loaded in. Okay. Gonna smack him in the bum and make him drop his sword. And then the castle just finished loading in, so he's gonna actually get the castle cutscene like welcoming you to the castle. You're supposed to get that as you're like walking up outside, but he's already flown in before the thing even rendered with some like very particular movement. Okay, just a little bit of movement text. Blows up that wall. So right now what he's doing is he's getting all of the weapons he needs to actually like kill Ganon. Because right now, if you like the game, every weapon has like a weapon stat. His current weapon stat is like insanely bad. So he's just, whoa, that was clean. Did you see that? He pulled out an arrow as he was passing by, lit it on fire, shot the fire pot, started the fire. Glitches through the wall here. Dude, the movement with like no real visual cues to get him to where he needs to go in the castle. Crouch to the floor. He's eating. Okay, so he just ate his concoction, which is going to allow him to what in the, I don't even know what that was, bro. How did he manage to pull a bow through the wall? Or was that bow just in there and still loading or something? I'm so confused, bro. All right. So he ate that first, oh my God. The movement is so precise in this. And now he's into the boss fight chamber. So
I don't know if that's gonna work.
he shot the arrow preemptively before the cutscene starts. So when the cutscene ends, this arrow should be perfectly hitting Ganon.
I read that as
and stunning him.
Guacamole. And when I say I read it, I mean in the corner of my eye. That's what my brain read it as.
So that starts the fight. And here we go. The Beyblade technique where you hit the enemy on both sides of your sword swing, allowing you to do absolute maximum damage. Dude, the funny thing about this fight is it like doesn't even matter how bad you are, as long as you have enough like resources and food and everything, you'll always beat him. Because he's just like such a like you can just infinitely heal and pause to heal. Like there's no reason you should die doing this ever. And some more perfect shots with the bow. Time for Beyblade again. Nice. All right, that's phase 1 done. And if you remember, you also only have to fight like the last 2 phases if you... Okay, Beybladed it up again. Use the ending of that to stun. Oh my God, dude. He makes it look so easy. Also, if you remember, you don't have to fight these like versions, these blights, because if you beat all of the 4 like divine beasts around the map, you have not only do you have 4 insanely OP extra abilities, you also have just like these phases get like one shot basically. Wait, how did this bomb get up there? Oh my God, it's so clean. It's so clean. Okay. Starts the warm-up at the perfect spot. Uses the in hit of the spin attack to like stun him. God, it's so clean. All right, here we go. Isn't this the lightning one? Yeah. It's like 4 different lightning boys. Waiting. The fact that he's this precise on, like, it can't be understated enough that he's like being this precise on a controller, bro. Then again, people are really good at Super Smash Bros. Melee, and that requires like the most precise melee or controller movements ever. All right, well, that was all 4 blights. Now it's time for Ganon. Or Calamity version, rather. They're all Ganon.
Yeah, you may have missed that.
Oh, a mistake. He's getting the bomb arrows. Missed one headshot there. Okay, can't be understated enough how difficult it is to actually hit that reflect perfectly. Ooh, those ancient arrows clap, brother.
That looked like something. Does attack up, right?
Saved 2.5 seconds on his last split. Positions himself perfectly where he can hit the double Beyblade right here. Dude, that was like more than a double Beyblade. My lord. Dude, he's got him in the stun loop. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be Ganon dead. Now he just has to take down the Beast Ganon.
Oh my god. What just happened?
He
There's
saved
no,
7.2 seconds.
But like it really doesn't matter.
He saved 7.2 seconds on that boss fight.
That is so lucky. What?
Also, that was a really cool trick to change where the horse is looking. If you zoom in, it like switches the horse's direction.
Oh my.
Also, Ganon just going crazy for no reason.
The last run of the day, I golded Calamity by 2 seconds.
Dude, he knows that he just has to not mess up now, and he has world record. Because this part is not as nearly as hard as anything else he's done. All he has to do is like
Yeah, let's not have a meltdown here.
Let's not have a meltdown. Yeah, that's what he knows. You literally just have to mess up so badly to not get the world record at this point. This fight is also amazing, dude.
Oh man.
The only thing I wish is that the Switch had better like graphics. If the Switch had better graphics, that'd be great, because then this would actually like look amazing. I mean, it looks cool, but like imagine this with like 1440p, you know, and the textures. Okay, easy clap, insta horse turnaround.
Yo, thank you, Song, for the good luck.
Pat the horse for good luck.
That's what gave me the attack up. They were.
Someone in the chat said dream RNG at SMH. Bruh. Yeah, people in the chat are saying this is his first real run. Don't freak out. Okay, one more, and this is the easiest one.
All right. Well, that's something.
He literally only has one hand on the controller.
I sure hope so. Technically, I could mess this up.
Jeez Louise, man.
342. Wow, that's that is not what I expected at all. That was like the first actual run of the day.
Dude, what a legend. What a legend. Look how fat, dude.
31 minutes
anytime someone hits world record, just the chat goes crazy, man.
Start for
wow.
SOR, maybe?
Link, listen. Link.
Yeah, that's one way to do it. Also, that was a pretty good castle.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. You know, it's okay. It's only the world record. Bro, what an absolute goat. Please go down into the description. Follow him, subscribe to him. The absolute goat of Breath of the Wild, 80% speedrunning. Cemented himself right before the game came out. Make sure y'all go check him out. Absolute legend. Super, super excited for Tears of the Kingdom. Cannot wait to see this. This is the actual canon run going in. No upgrades. No upgrades. Just 3 hearts and a dream. And Ganon just dead. That's all it is. We'll see you in the next reaction video. Peace.